Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft Redstone tutorial. So, in front of me here we have a fully automatic lossless 3x3x3 chicken farm. Now, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this is the first 3x3x3 fully automatic lossless chicken farms, alright? Don't get me wrong, there are great designs out there that are 3x3x3, but they are either not fully automatic or either not lossless. The ones I've seen at least, right? I've searched all over the interwebs and haven't found one like this. So here's the design. As you can see, it is 3x3x3. And yeah, it utilizes a really interesting concept. It uses a cauldron as the encasement for the chickens. You can see there's one right over here and one down there. And a disclaimer to say is that I did not come up with the idea to use cauldrons. My buddy GT showed it to me, and he saw it from a YouTube video that also showcased a 3x3x3 design from a guy named X-Sample3Craft. Big props to you, my friend. This was not possible without you. But yeah, so they are stuffed into the cauldron because in most conventional chicken farms, you have these blocks above it. I can't really place it, but yeah, there's a block on top just to keep them encased so they won't escape. But with a cauldron, the cauldron block comes with a built-in encasement around it, right? So yeah, I'll show you how to stuff them in there in the building tutorial. But you might think theoretically they should be able just to jump out and escape. Just like the ones out here, it should be able to jump onto the frame and then on top of this block and escape, right? But no, I've done a lot of testing on my Redstone testing server, and apparently their AI blocks them from going out. If I grab some seeds real quick, as you can see, they all form like 4 chickens. It looks like there are only 4 chickens in there, and they should, jump out and start chasing me, right, until off the edge, and then they fall to their doom. But they don't. So I thought maybe it's not their AI. Maybe it's because with the new mechanic 1.9 that entities can push each other around, you can see. So they're all pushing each other to the corners and not letting them jump. But no, I've done tests and I put only one chicken inside of a cauldron, and he as well did not jump out and start following me. So yeah, because of that, we can already scrape a block off. Because if we needed that, we needed a block on top, which would make it 3x3x4. So yeah, that's why it's 3x3x3. So how does the design work? You got all these chickens in here. They lay their eggs. They go into this item hopper, which goes into the dispenser. It's got a built-in on and off switch, and it's pretty obvious. You got off, and that locks the hopper, and then you got on, it unlocks the hopper. And then as soon as there is an egg in this hopper, it this comparator outputs from the hopper, which activates this dust right over here, which updates this torch. This is a redstone torch burnout mechanism. As soon as I update this torch real quick, if I put a block next to it, you can see it started going. And yeah, as soon as this gets activated by the comparator, same effect will happen. So that blinks these 3 just like that. You see it blinks those 3 dust like that. One of them activates this dispenser with lava, and one of them activates this one, which shoots out the eggs. Now the reason there's a dispenser with lava on top just like here is that is what makes it lossless. The reason you need it is because in most chicken farm designs, don't get me wrong, they're great and all, but they just have lava over here. Like so, and then as soon as the baby chicken grow up, they touch the lava, burn, and then you get the cooked product. But that is not fully lossless, because sometimes the drops get burned by the lava before they get picked up by the hopper. We've done some tests and we prove it. So after tons of tests and AFKing all night and yeah, with this farm running, it's safe to say that this is fully lossless and fully reliable. Why is it fully reliable? Because as you can see, no matter what, the dispenser will always, the lava will always end retracted. So that means it catches the chicken on fire, then they just burn to death when the lava is already retracted. That way, there's no way for the drops not to get picked up by the hopper, or like they won't get burned. They'll for sure get picked up by the hopper, and that is why it is fully lossless. You can see this is just from like 5 minutes, even less. And yeah, the rate, not 5 minutes, I'm exaggerating, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and probably less, 10 minutes or something. And yeah, the rates are great. And yeah, this is a pocket-sized Yeah, pocket-sized chicken farm. One last thing to say, this design is pretty much a collab project with my buddy GTexperience. I had the idea to do a micro chicken farm, something like this, and then we helped each other out here and there after I gave him the idea too. And long story short, what came out is two unique separate designs that we are both showcasing. I'll put a link to his channel and to his video in the description below so you can see his unique design for a 3x3x3 fully lossless, fully automatic and lossless chicken farm as well that we built together, and this one we also built together, helped each other out. So yeah, but now without further ado, how do you build this thing? Well, let me answer that for you. One more last thing before we move on to the building tutorial. The only way this would break is if this dispenser would be filled up with eggs. So 16, 16, 16, 16. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Try saying that 10 times in a row. So yeah, completely filled up, all the 9 slots filled with 16 stacks. Because that way, the eggs over here cannot, drain over to this dispenser, which means the comparator will always be on, which will constantly activate this dust, which will always keep the torch off. That means there's no redstone torch burnout, which that means, this whole mechanism doesn't work anymore. But GT, who I mentioned before, just called me up and told me we might have a problem. For some reason, for him, just now, all the times I tried it before, and for me it didn't happen at all, they could escape, and some of them did try and jump out. And the baby chickens that were in there after you breed them, which I'll get to it later, also jumped out and managed to escape. And that's really weird because, as you saw, I got seeds. They should just jump out and start following me, right? Or even over here, so they have a way to get to me. They should jump out, but they're not, which is really weird. So yeah, it is recommended, just for safety, to put a slab on top or something. You can just here, let me show you how to put a slab so you'll be safe. You can either put the slab on top while they're baby chicken, which I'll show you later. Like while you spam your eggs in there, you can put the slab on top. I'll show you that later. Oopsie. Or you can just do this, and you can do that when they're adult chicken as well. So it doesn't matter. There you go. And now it's completely safe. But yeah, use it at your own risk. But now, let's move to the building tutorial. So, to build this farm, you're going to need a 3x3 area like so, and you're going to need the following blocks. 2 cauldrons, 1 redstone torch, 3 redstone dust, 1 lever, 1 redstone comparator, blocks of your choice, 2 dispensers, 1 glass block, and 3 hoppers. The output is obviously optional. What I have over here is just a chest, but maybe you want to hook it up to a sorting system, to sort out the feathers, etc. What I do suggest doing is also making an egg collection area. You just have chickens laying down on a hopper that lead into a chest, just so you can get some eggs, so it'll be much easier to fill up this cauldron with chickens that'll lay the eggs for you. But yeah, that's a very big suggestion. Anyways, let's grab these stuff right over here and start building this thing. So you're going to start off with having a hopper facing into that block over there like so, and another hopper facing into that block like that. So it travels from this hopper to this hopper to whatever over here. This is your output. See over there, I have a chest. Next thing to do is you're going to want to put a comparator on top of that hopper over there, leading into a block with a dust, and then another block on top, and then you're going to want to put redstone dust over there, redstone dust over there, and then you're going to put a block on top of that dust to separate it, and then one of your dispensers on top of that redstone dust like over there to separate that as well. Then you're going to break this block over here and put a redstone torch, and that'll be your torch burnout. You're going to put another block right over here, and you're going to put a dispenser facing inwards like that. Then all you want to do is put in a cauldron on top of that hopper. That's going to be where the baby chickens are going to be. My bad. You're going to put a hopper right over here facing into that dispenser with a cauldron on top. Then you can fill in your blocks to whatever you want. I put the glass block over here personally, and this is your front. It's all optional. The rest is all optional. You can put your blocks over there like so. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, so that is your farm done. So to wrap things up with this design, you just want to go over here to this dispenser, chuck in a lava bucket inside just like that. There we go, beautiful. So to fill up your cauldron, your top cauldron right over here with the chickens that will produce eggs for you, you're going to want to make a little enclosure around them like so. stack up maybe 2 like that, and then you want to slowly but surely shoot your eggs. You don't want to spam click, because then what happens is that an egg hatches, and then with the other egg you fire right after, then you hit the chicken and pushes it off to the corner of the one of the blocks. And this is a frame. You see, they'll land on the cauldron frame. That way they won't be inside like that, right? We want them to go inside like I am right here. So you just want to go slowly, and then eventually but surely you will get some chickens out of the eggs. And after you get that, you might want a minimum of 2, but I recommend maybe going for more. That way after you got at least 2, you can breed them instead of having to get tons and tons of eggs and shooting them, and like this is quite boring just doing this. Wow, I'm really unlucky. Wow, look at it. There we go. Finally one. Then you wait until he is inside the cauldron, because that way he is safe. He won't get hit by the egg. Then you keep on going until you get 2, or I would recommend at least 4 or maybe 6, so you can breed 3 pairs or something, you know, so you get much more chicken. So yeah, you're going to need a lot of eggs. Wow, I am really unlucky. Look at this. And I tell you what, if I shoot one over there, a chicken will pop out. No. There we go, finally 2. So yeah, you got 2, and then 2 is the minimum, and then you can break these blocks over here. You can, at this point, if you want to be super safe and you do want to put slabs on top, you know, so they, just to be safe, they won't escape, you could put them right now on top like so. Even when they grow up, they won't take any suffocation damage, won't be able to escape. But at this point, you know, when they're already grown up, you can't put a slab over there unless you push it with a piston. Let me show you. Let me just show you real quick that they don't take any suffocation damage when they get pushed. Let me just quickly do something like this. There we go. You can do that, and now they are safe inside of there. That way now they can't escape. So yeah, you can do that. Place it right there once they're babies. But now, you know, after they grow up, you can break the block. And you can breed, and then to put the slab back, if you want to be safe, as I said, you just do that. And there you go. So that... it's pretty much the farm done, you know. They'll grow up, and then obviously the more chicken you have here, the faster their rates are, and then even when they grow up, they have a little warm-up point until they start producing eggs. But yeah, that is the design done. That's it for me this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you found this useful. Hopefully you found this cool. I'm just here chilling on my Redstone testing server. You can see here we did all the tests and stuff. Whoa, forgot how to light an elytra. You can see here where we did all the testing and stuff. Me and GT, and here's just a bunch of other tests. You might recognize that chicken door over there and the ones up there for the showcase. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully I enjoyed. Let's see if I could get this basket. Oh, better yet, let's see if we could get into this launcher that GT made. Come on. There we go. All the way up. Beautiful. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you have, make sure to click on the like button, and if you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe? But that was it for me this video, and I will see you, oh yeah, that was not planned, next time. Bye bye.